Hi everybody, in this video we are going to convert the three angles you see on your screen right now, 3 radians, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 4 from radians to degrees. The last video I did the 3 examples that are right above. So here, if we are changing an angle, this one might seem a little odd because there's no pi. You do not just randomly stick a pi there. Pi does not have to be in a radian angle measure. A radian angle measure, radian as a unit is the only unit in math that has no unit. The word radians is there to be nice for your benefit, but really the number 3 by itself is technically a radian if it's not labeled. So it doesn't need a pi. 3 pi is 3 times 3.14. It's closer to, about 10 radians, but 3 radians is a little less than pi radians. So it's a little bit less than 180 degrees if you think about it. So if we're converting to degrees, you should get something a little bit less than 180. But if you're not using a calculator, you're not going to get that value that way. So in order to convert, I need radians on bottoms and on bottom and degrees on top. The conversion factor we use is pi radians. If you want to write the word radian, you can. And then that's under 180 degrees. There's not much I can do here, but radians crosses out, okay? And we're left with whatever 180 times 3 is. So 18 times 3 is 54. So really you have 540 over pi degrees, and that's your answer. 540 pi over 4, whatever that number is. Done. Beautiful. Next, 7 pi over 6. To make the table when you have a fraction, I think it's easiest to do that. I'm going to put pi on bottom, and I want to go 2 degrees, so I want degrees in the top of my answer right there. Pi can cross out. Bye-bye pi. Adios. Then I reduce. Anything from top and bottom can reduce. 18 and 6. Well, 18 divided by 6 is 3, so that becomes 30. So you're really left with 7 times 30 degrees, which becomes 210 degrees. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And last but not least, we have 11 pi over 4. Again, you can't change 11 pi over 4 into like 3 pi over 4 and then do it. It's wrong because there's only one right answer to each of these. There's not coterminal angles for this. Like, you're not allowed to say a coterminal angle. You have to be specific, okay? So that means that the pi is on bottom, the 180 is on top. The pi's cross out. 4 into 180. If you don't know that 180 divided by 4 is 45, you need to sit down with that circle and you need to stare at it and think about it, okay? So 4 and 180 becomes 45 degrees right there. Now you have 11 times 45 left. Well, 10 times 45 should be pretty easy, right? That's 450. And then you're adding 45 one more time. So what does that leave you with? 495 degrees. Best thing you ever did in your whole life. There you go. Done, done, done. That's the end of this video. So far we have 4 videos on the playlist, including this one. The one before this is degrees to radians, 3 examples. The ones before, the 2 sets, are drawing angles in standard position, finding reference angles, and finding positive and or negative coterminal angles. So go check the playlist for those. They have more to come. Next up, we are going to see when calculating all 6 trig functions given a certain condition with about a terminal side passing through a point. This is going to include some Pythagorean theorem. Thumbs up if you're happy and you know it, and smarter. Bye for now.